Alright, back from the factorum, making pretty good progress. Alright, so as our homestead expands a little bit, we're going to have a little bit more to do. So if you want to just go to the shrine, just fast forward to that. Or not the shrine, the what's called the ruins is the next area. But, yeah, so I got a couple of things to do. Let's just kind of work through them. Kind of a jerk cultist. Alright, got another hide and seek with Crit Arena. Let's set her up for another hide and seek. As we kind of move around, we can hopefully find her. I think she's in a couple more, potentially in a couple more spots than I actually knew about, so. Okay, so now. So the power of flight. Honestly, I don't know if this has any actual like puzzle use, but it's something. I mean, hey, falling style, whatever. Polar opposite cultists. Oh, hey, look, there's Crit Arena. See, I'm not crazy. That was a potential hiding spot. Mysterious vial. So I think all of these things are eventually shown in our room as we collect them. So next we have Archive, and the other cultists are up to something. Life Cipher was what we got in the special dungeon, in the factorum, I forget what it was called. Okay, well. Oh my. Okay. Poor critter. But lucky for us, the critter is not harmed. In fact, he is new and improved. See if we can find him. It'll be hard to miss now. There he is. Yeah, still useful in battle. Alright, so let's go check out the cultists. So I know this is currently a problem where this vision is kind of bugged, and it looks like the one we got was bugged. When she turned her head, she was supposed to be able to see us. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of the game and restart it really quick. Sorry about that. So as we may have seen before, I'm not sure if I've had to restart in the past, but if you do end up restarting in Homestead, everything is still available to us. So like everything we did is still registered, but everything's going to be kind of out of place. So a little annoying. Let's try it one more time and see if it works. Oh, he's not even there. He's doing his thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause this and kind of get back on the right track of where we were before. Okay, kind of missed it, but this is where it would end up if it worked. pause again really quick. Get the other cultist in place. Okay, sorry for the confusion there. So it is important to get him to do the ritual for you. He's going to unlock what was the very beginning of the game. There's a little intro section. Let's see if I can actually find my way there. Always go the wrong way. Always. Of course it was right there. But this should be the last thing we're going to do in Homestead, then we can just continue on with the story. This way. Let's do it right this time. So our clap will now release indoctrinated crows in a certain way. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the ruins. This will be the fourth area of the game. There's 5 total, but I want to say this area and the last area are not significantly, but noticeably shorter than the others. So this shouldn't take too long. So one thing that I actually do want to show off that you can use to your heart's content is it is actually very easy to out of bounds in this area. Hopefully that's going to be fixed into a patch, but it is entirely possible to skip this entire area if you just carefully work your way around. I'm not going to go too much more in depth here because I want to experience things the right way, but if you do feel so inclined to start speedrunning, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, Alright, so I'm going to hop back down. We'll do things the old-fashioned way. Right, so the ruins, yeah, it's a bit shorter than everything else we've done. It's a fair bit easier too, but I've actually never seen that. Alright, so we're introduced to two new powers. The first one we're going to see is slowing down time with Amplify. It's a bit ironic that we're amplifying to slow down time. But hey, I don't make the rules. Just a few little tutorial-ish sections of that. And the other important thing we can do with slowing down time is create bridges through throwing. Oops, that's not gonna work. Whoops. Through throwing blocks. Just a little oopsie daisy. Just a second oopsie daisy. Struggling a little bit tonight. Oh my gosh, I swear I do this the first try every single time. Stage fright, I guess. Do it a little higher. Oh my god. What am I doing, man? I don't even... I don't even know. I would say it's harder than it looks, but I really don't think it is. Okay, great. Alright, and then the other power we have is a little goofy at first, just telling what it does. So we can imbue these blobs, and this is going to create a clone of us. And it's not like the clone repeats what we do, it's just kind of, you just kind of leave it there in order to play around with it a little bit. So like, I'll just show you here. We'll always jump back to the origin point, and then our clone is going to be left there so we can like jump on it, or if we're holding something, it'll recall us back while we're holding it. So just a little intro to what that actually is. We have a little secret area over here. Not really secret, but just some more notes. Alright, so then we'll jump down, activate the switch, then we'll be recalled back and jump up on this platform as it goes up. And life is good. So what I was saying before, we can use the clone as like a stepping stone. That's what we're going to do here. Nothing there. Okay, so for this puzzle, we're gonna hop over. Oops. Why is that descending before I even land on it? That's weird. Like, you see that, right? That's really strange. Well, I guess I gotta do it the correct way. Alright, so we're going to push that down for a little pulley system so that goes up. So first we'll put the block on there, and then we'll put our clone on top. I'm just going to push it around enough. Alright, we got a little secret area down here to the left. And even better, it's got a secret door here. This is going to lead us to the first Apocrypha of the level. And then we'll solve the puzzle. So we're going to sprint through, grab one of these guys, and be recalled while holding it. And then we're good to go. Alright, switch activating. Oops. Oh, you know what, let's talk to our buddy first. Sweet. Simple enough. Alright, so now we have quite a room here. First thing we're going to do is hang a left. And we have, if you can see it back here, you've got an Apocrypha back there. So we're going to do this in a kind of goofy way. I honestly don't know if this is how it's intended, but we can actually snap this crate of potatoes or whatever that is. So I'm going to do two things. I'm going to place the crate up there, and then place the block up there and die. My classic strategy. But it's going to allow us to just snap up there and grab it. And that is 2 of the 4 Apocrypha in this level. Alright, now we can solve this puzzle the old-fashioned way, but we're going to be a little sneaky because there are some secrets to be had. First thing we need to do is run back to this room, grab the glyph jump, and now you can probably see these beams conveniently placed up top. We're going to take a little detour into the same room. Just be careful up here. Gonna get that nice little prompt. And that leads us into a different part of the puzzle. But since we're still being sneaky, we can basically just skip the entire thing by carrying this exploding pumpkin and just using it on the wall. Alright, but we're still not done in here. We still got quite a few things to do, actually. First, we got an Apocrypha up here. Just mind that little gap. That's the 3rd out of the 4. But we are not quite done. No sir, no sir. And I should have done this before, but we're actually going to have to run back and grab that crate from the previous puzzle, because we have another big secret. Okay, so we're still going to keep glyph jump, as tempting as it is to sprint. we'll go up kind of the same way. But this time we're looking for a little divot right here. It's probably easier to see from down there, but we should be able to double jump onto this beam. If we do it just right, so I'm going to time that a little off. Give it one more try, then we'll do the other strategy, the one that I'm so good at. Okay. Okay, so instead we'll try it this way. I know. Now how do we want to do this? I mean, the other option is we could probably get snap into it, but that's kind of hard to time. So I'm going to let it kind of... Still no. What if I just kind of drop it? We'll do it this way. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so it might take a few tries. Obviously I didn't get it my first try. But up in this secret passage we have another archive. Very informative choice, but that's going to unlock the Master Archivist achievement. Just discovered that a little bit ago. I thought it was our archive. We have to ask it a certain series of questions, but nope. That's the way to do it. Okay, so for this puzzle, I'm going to use my death strategy again, that I'm so very fond of. The block off, huh? You know I love that strategy. Okay. And let's actually kind of redo that so that it's sitting on the puzzle. So let me get my sprint, make sure I get over there. Alright, now our clone is on the other switch and we're good to go. Okay, we're going to hop over here, grab this box, and we want to set it up in a way that we're controlling certain pillars that are popping up. Now I think... let me just make sure I have the right setup for this. Okay, so we want our crate over there. We're going to create a clone, go on this first one, and then we'll stand on the leftmost one, looking from the entrance. So this should be our setup right now. We're going to do it a little faster. I just wanted to show you that we're doing crate, clone, us. Okay. It should pop up. Nope. Why is that not working? We'll just let it pop up. Okay. Now we're good. It's going to start falling, but we got plenty of time. Alright, we got a little symbol here. This is going to be the last cultist of the game, number 6. Alright, cultist number 6. And then if you'd like to go up here, not an Apocrypha, it's another telescope that we can look at the tower from. kind of neat because we can see Mara in this one, the Tower Keeper, the Exile, in all her glory. So my apologies, this area's been kind of sloppy so far, but we're getting the gist of it. Alright, and now we have a fancy puzzle in this room, but I don't like to deal with fancy, so we're just going to do it the sneaky way and skip it. So just kind of find it as nicely as we can. We're looking for green. I had it before, but... Okay, yeah, so we jump through. Oh, nice. And we'll keep grapple and, essentially skip the next part as well. It is a puzzle, but we can easily grapple through it. But before we do that, our last Apocrypha behind these crates. Oops. Oh man, yeah, like I said, I've been very sloppy today. Alright, so let me run back and grab grapple. And kind of pseudo skip that one. Alright, and that is basically the end of the ruin. So this one, yeah, a little bit shorter than the others. What we've got coming up now is a escape. Okay, so as we step on here, stuff is going to start falling down. It is going to be random every time. I think there's a few different kinds of patterns, so you can't just follow my exact guide, or the exact way I'm going, but just look for the rubble. And hopefully you still have grapple up. Not, we'll just grab double jump. Kind of rely on that a little bit more. Alright, and then over here, very quickly amplify. Your timing has to be very quick, or else you're going to lose these guys as they're falling down. And we want to make sure we have them so that we can jump over. So just remember, as you're turning that corner very quickly, you got to amplify the blob. And from there, everything should be pretty swimmingly. And there we go. That's about it. No more puzzles here. We've got a few little things of lore, a few little notes. Just some backstory on the tower. Oh, and let's look at our Apocrypha. We should have a pretty straight line. It's kind of goofy, but it's okay. Everything's gonna work out. So I'll eventually make just a purely Apocrypha guide so you don't have to sit through this whole thing finding them. But for now, just know that it's slightly goofy. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's two in the last area of the game, and then there's one... Actually, there should be another one somewhere else. I might have jumped the gun on it, but I'll show it off anyway. But there, yeah, you should have two in Homestead and two in the very last part of the game. Alright, and we're going to talk to Strawhart and be done. Alright, we're back at Homestead, not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna close this off here and do part 5 next. We'll find the 2 hidden Apocrypha in Homestead, and then we'll move on to the last part of the game, significantly shorter than the rest of the game, so not too much left to go. We're in the home stretch. Alright, see you then.